Roundtable Sports Network brings you NFL divisional debate coverage on a weekly basis from your favorite content creators across YouTube, featuring the AFC East Roundtable live Monday and Wednesday evenings, the AFC South Roundtable live Tuesdays at 7 p.m. EST, the NFC South Roundtable live Tuesdays at 7 p.m. EST, the NFC West Roundtable live Tuesdays at 9 p.m. EST, the AFC West Roundtable live Tuesdays at 9 p.m. EST, the NFC North Roundtable live Wednesdays at 6 p.m. EST, the AFC North Roundtable live Wednesdays at 6 p.m. EST, the NFC East Roundtable live Thursdays at 6 p.m. EST. Roundtable Sports, real coverage from real fans.
This video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the AFC East Roundtable. This is your Miami Dolphin Roundtable. The homie Dudley Durong couldn't be here tonight. You know why? He got bigger and better things to do, and I'm so happy for him. Looks like he is traveling down to training camp. He gets to experience the real live action of the Miami Dolphins training camp. I'm excited for him. I'm hopefully everybody joins us in wishing him safe travels and take in the experience and enjoy it. But we should have him back next week. He's gonna, chop it up and tell us what he thought about training camp. But you got me and Mr. Delusional tonight. Now, CV83 in the house. What's up, brother? How you feeling?
Feeling good, man. Miami Dolphins preseason. We got the first one in the books, right? Preseason game. I think the guys look good. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited about where we are, where we're headed. The Miami Dolphins are on the up, and the Jets and the Bills and the Patriots are just kind of in the dumps.
Ooh, we got to talk about that and more, because let's just call it what it is, man. The Jets dealing with some drama, the Bills dealing with some drama, and the Patriots are the Patriots. But I guess we could start the show, man. I wanted to ask you, Matthew Judon and Hassan Reddick are available right now, potentially. Should Miami make any type of pursuits of either of those players? Just curious of what you think on that.
I mean, it'd be nice, but I think that's a bit delusional at this point for us to add another, edge defender to the room. But, and I couldn't even see them trading him in division. I think that would be a bad move on their part, right? So I'm sure if they're looking to get a deal done, it'll be with somebody outside the division. The last thing they want to do is see those guys 2 times a year in another uniform in the division. So I think that would be crazy.
So I'm shocked, though, about the Judon information, because he's the best player on that team pretty much, to be quite honest with you, and they don't have anything done. But I want to switch gears to Hassan Reddick, because we might have been lied to. The narrative around Hassan Reddick all this time was the Jets traded for him. He knew up front that they weren't giving an extension, that if he proved himself this year, they'll look at giving a new contract next year. But news came out today that that's a straight up lie. News came out today that the Jets inquired about trading for him, already made a contract offer for him while he was still with his previous team. He turned it down, and they traded for him anyway. That's the new news that just came out today. We were told one thing, and everybody started beating on Hassan Reddick. Oh, you switching it up and this and that. But the news that just came out today is that they had already made an offer of an extension. He felt it was a lowball and declined it. And what did they do anyway? They still traded for him and thought that they could get his 1-year services in New York, and now they got a headache on their hand. What's your thoughts about that? How do you think it's going to play out? Because he's requested a trade now.
It's just bad business, right? I mean, if a player tells you, hey, that's not an offer I'm willing to take, and you still trade for him,
anyway.
and you try to, because that's basically what you're doing. You're basically spiting the player and saying, hey, I'm gonna still do business. We're still gonna do business with them. We're going to get you in the door, and hopefully it'll work out. right? But you got to do right by the player at this point. And the fact that he's requested a trade formally, like Adam Schefter reported he's requested a trade, it's a problem for the New York Jets. And it's just more drama they don't need going into the season.
Big time.
It's just more Jets business. Like, that's how they do business. Like, even since they had Tannenbaum, like, that's how they do business. They spite players. Even with the Revis situation, that's just how they do business. It's shiesty. It's shiesty up there in New York, man.
That's some nasty work, man.
Nasty work.
Right now, why y'all been lying all this time? The real story came out today. Hassan Reddick already turned down the deal with the team because it was a low ball, and y'all traded for him anyway. Why y'all been lying to us, man? Trying to make Hassan out to be the bad guy all this time. Oh, he's switching up. We already told him we weren't getting the money, and now he wants to play this game. Man, that's some nasty work, man. But go ahead.
The Jets do some nasty business. I mean, how they did Elijah Moore, that was crazy. Like, so they've been in the business of kind of working like that. So it's just crazy to see it just continue. At some point, you think they learn from their mistakes and just try to do right by the players. But I mean, they're struggling. They're struggling.
That's why they win in 7 games, man. That's just bad news, man. Listen, let me ask you a question, because I'm getting fed up. And when we have the AFC East Roundtable tomorrow, I'm going off on everybody.
I heard they've been clipping you up, dog. Hey, what is going on out here, TD?
I'm going off on all of them tomorrow. I'm going off on all these Jets and Bills fans because they starting to get me upset. Let me tell you why. So, like, here's the issue I have. I'm not allowed to have an opinion. I'm not allowed to believe what I believe. I mean, I don't get it. So we were tasked to come up with QB rankings in a division through the whole network of Roundtable Sports.
Okay.
So everybody did their ranking. I did my ranking. And my ranking was, out of the 4 quarterbacks, starting quarterbacks, right? I put Tua first, Aaron Rodgers second, Josh Allen third, and whoever playing for the Patriots fourth. And everybody want to attack me. Like, why can't I have my opinion? I think Tua is the best quarterback in this division. Oh, you hate on him and you call him the best. 2 things can be true at once, ladies and gentlemen. Just because I'm skeptical, just because I'm very critical of Tua, that don't mean he's not better than those guys. I'm critical of Patrick Mahomes, and y'all know he better than them guys. Oh, so please tell me why y'all got to be coming for me when at the end of the day, the last 2 seasons, Tua has had a better year than both of them players. The last 2 seasons, he's been on a better trajectory than both of them players. So what's wrong with me putting him number 1 in the division? Because he's headed up while they're heading down. I don't get it. Is this just me, bro?
Sound like the number 1, 2 in there to me. That's what it sounds like to me.
Because they get me upset. They get me upset. I know I'm critical of Tua, bro, but at the same token, I'm not trolling when I tell y'all I think he better than those 2 quarterbacks. Josh Allen, you heard what Tua said today. When has a mobile quarterback won a Super Bowl?
He said that? He said that?
Mobile quarterbacks don't win Super Bowls. And I started thinking, and I was like, he owned to something. Don't call Patrick Mahomes mobile. Patrick Mahomes is an improviser. He's not the mobile quarterback like Lamar, Josh Allen, Hurts, and all of them.
Yeah.
Well, when Tua said that, I said, you're right. No, and there y'all go in the chat. Mahomes is mobile. Stop. You know what we talk about. We talk about the running quarterbacks. Mahomes ain't no runner. He's an improviser. He can extend, but he ain't trying to go get it out there and pick it up 15 every chance he get. Y'all know what we talking about.
Yeah.
But it got me to thinking.
Yeah.
These guys don't win Super Bowls, bro.
Yeah, and I think we've always known that. I think the good passers have always won Super Bowls. Guys usually don't win Super Bowls with their legs. Now they win Super Bowls with extending plays, right? Being able to extend plays and pull the ball down and make a play, get a third down and 5 with their feet. But the guys who are just taking off and running aren't winning Super Bowls. You got to be cerebral in the pocket, and you got to be able to pick teams apart. That's what it comes down to. And Tua knows. Tua been watching. He been watching the film. But he's coming. Don't worry. He gonna have his redemption tour. It's coming.
Well, he has to have that redemption tour this year. This is it, man. There's no more room for, well, he's still coming along. This is it. I mean, do you agree with that? You got to be your best version of all the years you played this year.
Yeah, and that's what you want to see from him. You want to first of all, get better. Build on what you did last year, right? Stay healthy and just continue to get better as a quarterback. There's no doubt this year is going to be his most important year as a quarterback in the NFL, for sure. I mean, 5th year, 3 in the system, coming off a good year. You just got paid. Like, there should be nothing holding you back at this point. Like, there should be no excuses. No excuses about, oh, I haven't got paid yet. I'm worried about my health. Nah, none of that. Just go out there and play. You've already locked up generational wealth for your family.
Yeah.
You guys are secure. You don't have to worry about that. You just go out there, hang loose, play. Go get it. I mean, it's there for you to take at this point.
Well, we're getting comments like this. So why does he lose to the third place guy all the time, though? Well, let me ask you something. Does Tua talk about, last you checked, CB83, does Tua talk about lower play safety?
Nah, he don't.
Does he play corner?
Nah, he don't.
Does he play linebacker?
He can't play linebacker.
Oh, is he in the nickel?
Nah, he don't play the nickel.
Maybe he's the nose tackle.
Nah, he don't do that either.
Defensive end, maybe.
Nah, he don't do that one either.
No, he ain't kicking field goals or nothing.
Nah,
Last I checked,
teams.
Tua ain't playing against Josh Allen on defense. And Josh Allen ain't playing defense either. So at the end of the day, stop saying, and why does he always lose against? Buffalo's defense was better than the Dolphins' defense overall, especially when we sustained our injuries.
It was, yeah, no doubt.
It's harder for Tua to go up against that defense than it was for Josh to go against ours. That's a fact.
Look at TD providing all this context. What the heck is going?
And they got me boiling because I ain't trying to defend this much.
What has got? I can't even argue with this man tonight. I thought I was going to be up here cooking tonight. I can't even argue with him, yo. This is no fun, man.
I'm just saying, man, they getting on my nerves with this, man. But we talked about it last week. I realized there is a new level of haters, though, for him.
Oh, you just realized that?
No, remember we talked about it last week.
Okay,
I was very critical, but when it's time to give them props, you see these people still being mean and dogging them, and it's like, dang, this is what people be talking about with the actual haters,
the actual wolf pack, the wolf pack.
Yeah. Now again, if they're saying I still don't believe in him and I don't think he's gonna work out, okay, that's fine. But you can't sit here and just, this is all, the people who are pouring it on.
People dog this man. They dog his family. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know, because honestly, he's really a nice guy. Like, Tua ain't got a hating bone in his body, right? He don't even come out. He don't even come off like that. Not at all. So it's just crazy to see. But I mean, maybe if he wins a Super Bowl or something, people will back off of him and be like, hey, I embrace him. He is what he is.
That's the tough part, because it's just going to be so hard to do, though,
That's a hard thing to do. Winning the Super Bowl is very difficult.
Yeah.
Right? So, I think people take it for granted when you got a team who's a perennial playoff team, because I feel like perennial playoff teams are special. I feel like that's very hard to do in the NFL, to make the playoffs every year and compete for a title. That's something a lot of teams ain't doing on the regular
at all.
I think that's difficult, but people kind of take that for granted. Miami has had it the past 2 years. We were expecting it this year coming up, and we won a playoff win. Like, it's been 24 years, and everybody in that building knows. And Mike McDaniel said it. He said it's really not fair for him to bear the brunt of the 24 years, but he understands that sometimes it just comes with it. Sometimes it comes with the position. And I think he realizes that, the team realizes that, and they're shouldering that, and they're going to go out there and put it all on the line for us this year.
Well, Andy says Tua can't win a playoff game, or beat Josh Allen, let alone win a division. Who lost you the Week 18 game last year? Trash can Tua. Listen, man, at the end of the day, I listen, we're not gonna run away from the fact that he didn't play his best ball in week 18.
Yeah.
We're not gonna run away from the fact that Josh Allen won a division, but don't act like he sat there like he dominated to win it. We collapsed.
Yeah,
Don't make it seem like Josh Allen dominated to win it. When you
and they won the game off special teams, like they won the game on a punt kickoff return. Like, what are we talking about? Like,
this year, man. This year is
we
gonna be the year.
Neck. We on their neck in a few weeks. Don't worry. We got them on Thursday night. This year is gonna be
the year, man. This stream is being powered by BetUS, ladies and gentlemen. Receive a 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits up to $2,000, ladies and gentlemen. If you're looking for a sports book, BetUS is the place to be. All right. They have all the live props. They have everything you need on the site. The link is in the description of the video, and it's also pinned at the top of the chat. As you can see, the MVP odds are up. And right now, man, Tua Tagovailoa plus 2,200. 2,200, man. That's some nice money to be made, CB.
Hey, I might put a hundo on that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, man, $100 might be nice.
Hey, that could win me a little change. Hey, and you heard Tyreek. Tyreek came out and said, hey, I don't think Tua's going to be in the MVP running this year. I think he's going to win the MVP. I think that Tyreek just said that yesterday, bro. So these dudes is talking it up, and when you manifest that, you speak it into existence. Hey, it happens. It happens.
Man, listen, but hey, he's right behind Aaron Rodgers at 1,800. You talk about just throwing your money away, putting it on Aaron Rodgers. That is crazy to me.
Man, listen, I wouldn't put $1 on that Achilles. I wouldn't put $1 on it.
Listen, but that's some nice money right there, man. 20 plus 2,200. Listen, whoever y'all think go win the MVP, go to BetUS, put your wager in, because these are some really good odds. To be quite honest with you, man, these are big time right here. I like, man. Listen, here's the thing with Tua, because you got Tyreek and Waddle, and hopefully OBJ's health is served. You know the stats are going to be there. The only thing that keeps him out of the conversation is team success. Like real talk, if we would have won 2 more games last year, he would have been a finalist, top 3. When you look at the stats, but the losing at the end kind of hurt. So if we could have the winning this year, in which we should, if we're taking that next step, he could very well be voted that dude, bro.
I'm telling you, and honestly, bro, down the stretch, if the defense is there and they're healthy, bro, there ain't no telling what Miami does. And I know, if was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. But I mean, bro, like when we look at this team and the way it's made up and the way our depth is right now, like we're looking solid in terms of like depth and these younger guys coming to play. You see some of these younger guys flashing in the preseason. We're only as good as our weakest link. And I think our weakest link is going to be very strong. And I think from 53 to 55 or wherever we're at, I think we're going to be a really good football team.
Well, yeah, I do too. But here's what I'll say, man. We're going to be what this guy leads us to be. Tua Tagovailoa plus 2,200. If you agree with that, ladies and gentlemen, get on it. That is a huge opportunity. BetUS, the official sponsor of AFC East Roundtable. Here, a quick word from BetUS.
Michael Vick at BetUS.com. Catch an incredible 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits, plus 10% gambler's insurance. BetUS, my online sports book and casino.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. And I always forget to mention the casino as well. If you like all the games, the slots, and all of that, make sure you check them out, all right? BetUS. Listen, make sure that you take advantage of that sign-up bonus, though. Link in the description. All right, CB, let's get to it. I'm starting to get a little bit bothered with Chris Greer.
Not my boy.
I mean, he's done some really good things to, make up for some of the downfalls. But here's what I'm getting concerned about. It's not what he hasn't done, it's what he's done, it's what he hasn't done so far. Let's go for a Super Bowl this year. Let's go all out. This O-line situation, I'm not with the optimism. See, I could be optimistic a little bit about Tua now, but I ain't playing this optimism game when it comes to the O-line. I'm not even dabbing into it. Every year we say this, and the result every year, it gives us something all to complain about. What's your thoughts? Because now you got Liam Eichenberg starting at center, and you're losing guys, and I just don't like it. What's wrong with going to get maybe a solidified guy on a contract year and investing in the O-line long term?
I'm with you. I think, honestly, I think they're trying to do their due diligence with the offensive line. First and foremost, I thought they played the backups played well in the preseason, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to see the first unit and how they play and how that looks. But I think those guys play well. Like I watched the film, I watched their technique, I watched their steps. They looked good. Everybody was in unison, all the blocking assignments, not a lot of missed assignments at all. So they looked good. But you just would like to see some more girth up front, right? And when I say that, I mean like Liam Eichenberg, you're going to be shuffling him around. I think you really need to get somebody in the door who's like a solid play, right? You don't have to worry about, and he's just a plug and play guy, right? Ideally, you do that maybe at right guard or left guard, and then maybe you have to shuffle the center, Brewers kind of back and forth. But I think you do need to make a move at this point to get somebody. I just don't think there are many good options out there without giving up a lot of trade value, like a lot of picks, right? So I think that's maybe Greer's situation is that, man, there's guys available, but do I really want to give up this draft compensation to get that type of guy? Or can we make do with what we got? And I think that's the predicament that he's in.
Well, here's my deal, though. I feel like McDaniel is all about this, let these guys develop. But do we have time for guys to develop with the talent that we have on the roster right now?
That's a good question, because can guys develop as you win football games?
But here's the point. It's taking the
answer the question first. Do you think guys can develop as you win football games?
Yes and no. They can develop, but when it comes to that big time game,
they're gonna take some lumps.
Yeah, and we could lose because of those lumps.
Right.
First round of the playoffs this year, if we have to play it, if we have to. But you lose because some of these guys that you want to develop not balling out. They're allowing a lot of pressure on Tua. They're getting a few penalties and X, Y, and Z, where you need a veteran who understands the pressure of the moment. Mm-hmm. And we go home and we're like, our offensive line didn't play well at all. We need to upgrade that area. That would be years using that as an excuse.
Yeah, that would be bad, right? That would definitely be bad. Now, I don't know. It's a very tough situation because you want guys to get better. You want them to get the reps, but you also know that, hey, even if they are getting reps, we know they aren't going to be out of this world. They aren't going to be world beaters, right? Liam Eichenberg is not a world beater by any means, right? So there's guys out there better than him, but are they available, and are you willing to pay that type of compensation for them? And I think right now the Miami Dolphins are in that position, and Mike McDaniel is in that position where he feels like his scheme can kind of hide guys, right? Mm-hmm. They can work within the scheme, and they're serviceable. We could get away with it. I would like for us to be in a position where we're not worried about getting away with it, but we're more of like, hey, we're on the attack. We know we got it. We're solid up front. We can do whatever we need to do to win games. I would love to be there. I just don't think Mike McDaniel operates in a space mentally where he feels like he needs world beaters on the offensive line.
Yeah, but when you come down to that big game, we can't use that as an excuse when they don't show up and he fails and he's wrong.
Look, you're right. You can't use that as an excuse, right? When you're wrong.
He'll be wrong.
But when you're stubborn, right, and you're stuck in your ways and you're right? Let's say we play the big game and the offensive line plays really well, good enough for us to get the win in the playoffs, then he's going to be looking at you like, bro, just listen to me. I told you what it was. I told you I could get the job done with these guys. You just stubborn and you want it your way instead of just rocking with me and what I got going on.
But if it fails, when it fails, I ain't gonna say.
You can't say when it fails.
No,
you can't say when because you don't know that.
These ain't elite guys. These ain't top flight guys.
Hey, every offensive line, but TD, every offensive line in the league does not have elite guys. There are guys developing on every offensive line in the NFL. Our offensive line is polarizing because it's our offensive line. But if we go look at the Jets, if we go look at the Patriots, if we go look at the Bills, they all got guys on their offensive line that have kind of question marks, that are guys that are good, serviceable guys, but they aren't world beaters, and they're going to be question marks. They're going to get beat on plays. Like that's the nature of the position too.
No, it ain't.
It is. It's the nature of the position. You win some, you lose some. Overall, you want to win your individual battles more consistently so your team wins the war, right?
Bro,
that's what you want to do.
I'm writing this down. CB83, O-line apologist via Mike McDaniel. Let's rock. That's what you're basically saying. If they flake out and they the reason we lose games, I'm not going to hear that out your mouth. I'm not going to hear you say,
but were they the reason? Were they the reason we lost games last year?
They contributed to it.
Were they the reason?
Well,
so,
listen,
like when we look at it, honestly, there's not a lot of games we could put on the O-line and be like, y'all kind of lost us this game.
I disagree, but it ain't. But you can't blame them. They're a big reason, but you can't blame them. You know who the real blame is for our woes last year?
I say Mike McDaniel.
It was Mike McDaniel, because at the end of the day, your system, getting the ball out quick, finding that guy inside the hashes, whether it's the seam, the slant, max protect to get a good middle of the field, intermediate, or a deep route, that's all good. But when that defense is just sitting there smothering the middle, Mike, what's your offensive playbook to beat it?
Gotta have a counter.
But you know what all the counters require? Protection. All the counters require more time to throw the ball. Now you out here looking like a sitting duck, looking like let's be transparent.
But maybe it's not throwing the ball at it. Maybe it's running the ball at it.
That too. When they start clogging the middle and clogging the box, what is your counter, Mike McDaniel? You got to be able to have the counters. And guess what? How many times did we see in a big game? Eagles, Buffalo twice, Chiefs. How many times do we see that raggedy look on Mike McDaniel's face going upside the sideline, looking like, why isn't this working? Like, nothing's working. Nothing's going our way. And how many times have we seen that, CB?
Are we back? Can
we back.
Okay. All right. Bet. Yeah, but what were you saying? You were saying
how many times did we see Mike McDaniel in the big game, the Eagles, Buffalo twice, Baltimore, Bills, all the Chiefs twice. How many times we see him on the sideline with that raggedy look and then looking at the refs like, come on, like something has to give. No. Your system is being exposed right now, and you're not showing an appropriate counter. Now, we know what the counters are, but they require things that your philosophy has preached against. They require things that you have sold, like time to throw. Oh, we don't need better old linemen. These guys are good enough, because you hid their indeficiencies, and when a great team make them be great and it's going to expose them, ain't nothing you can do because you said that these guys were okay. Throwing outside the numbers? No. You said our quarterback can do it all, X, Y, and Z, but now whenever they're forcing you to take them to the weakness, you want to stay in that pocket because, this goes against your philosophy of what you are showing people is great. That puts up 70 points versus Denver and all of that. So it's all on him, bro. It's all on him. And that's why I need Chris Greer to stop listening to him.
Nah, what you mean? You gotta listen
Chris
to his
Greer
guy.
needs to. No, Chris Greer don't need to listen to him when it comes to giving him more talent. You can't complain about me giving you better players.
Nah, that's true. I mean, I think they have a pretty good relationship to where they kind of understand what each other need, though. Like, like that's Mike McDaniel. If he needed an offensive lineman, he would definitely be like, "Yo, I could use a guy." And Butch Berry and Mike McDaniel should be having those conversations. Like, if you feel like, hey, you could use some more up front, then you gotta make it happen at this point. I don't see why you don't in this window.
Do we need more up front?
We could use it for sure.
All right. But guess
it.
what? Something tell me that man in that building, we're good. Liam got it. Robert Jones got it.
Hey, you need to do a Mike McDaniel video like you did the tour one. That's what you need to do.
What tour? What you talking about?
Hey, you know which one I'm talking about.
Oh, I ain't in my account right now, so I ain't got it loaded up. Yeah, man, but that's my biggest concern in that regards, though. But we are getting all these knick-knack injuries. I've heard about the Grayson Murphy thing. I felt like he was developing himself into being a real-time player. Mm-hmm. He out for the season. You look at the Aaron Brewer situation week to week. Based off of what I'm hearing, really what I'm hearing, we're talking 4 to 6. Everybody else is saying week to week. Yeah. And I don't know if you saw any reports out there that suggest otherwise, but that could be an issue too.
Yeah, I think he might be out for a little while. Even if he's not practicing, that's still a blow. Like, he needs the reps. Like, they need the reps as a unit. So, I mean, I think Eichenberg's probably going to be the week 1 starter. That's what it's looking like. Like, that's where we at, man. Back to our Eichenberg, boy. I don't know how we get here every year, but we find a way to put ourselves in this position where Eichenberg has to play meaningful snaps. And I can understand that he's developing and becoming a good player and stuff like that, but you just paid to a lot of money and you got to protect that guy. It's important. And just one block, all it takes is one Olay block. That's all it takes.
How many times in training camp have you been hearing would have been a sack?
Yeah, I've heard that.
You've been to camp yourself. I don't know why I'm tripping. We know that a minimum of 5 plays every camp would have been a sack.
Yeah, I would say that. I mean,
I'm worried about Tua this year, bro. I'm worried about him.
Tua will be all right. To say he's gonna have the ability to kind of step up and step up in the pocket, take off when you need to, dive, slide,
I'm worried about him this year, man.
He's gonna take some hits, bro. That's just the nature of the position.
He just got hits last year.
Oh no, he took hits last year. He just
barely. He probably was one of the least hit quarterbacks.
He was just judo flipping out of them joints and rolling, and
he was getting rid of that ball quick.
But he did take some hits, though. I mean, that's the nature of the position. You're always gonna take hits. We can't wrap them in bubble wrap, bro. You got to get out there and play. Well, it is what it is.
Well, let me ask you this to backup quarterback position.
Man, dang. Boy, y'all are these backup quarterbacks. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me. Y'all want They want Ryan Tannehill back.
Why they keep? Well, listen. I only want Tannehill back so my troll game can go to a whole nother level.
Oh, here we go.
A real reality, we don't need Ryan Tannehill in Miami, ladies and gentlemen. Why? Because if you're not going to fix this O-line, then Tannehill don't need to be here.
Tannehill a statue, man.
You're going to get what you asked. Now, if we had the Jets O-line, I'd be just fine with Tannehill coming in. If you give him max protection, I have a lot of confidence that he can Flacco it like last year.
Y'all talking up the Jets line. I ain't even seen him play like that. We're gonna see.
It's the personnel. It's the fact that not only their
paper
starters,
champs.
but
paper champs.
But their backups are also paper champs.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's just the depth. The Jets got a lot of depth going for them. That's why, you look at that roster and you say they better do something, but they still got to put it on the field.
They do.
That washed up Aaron Rodgers, I think they're thinking he's going to give them more than he actually is.
I'm looking forward to that. That give me chills right there. When you say Aaron Rodgers, that give me chills. I'm loving the fact we get to get out there and get after him. This reminds me so much of Favre when he was with the Jets. and the Miami Dolphins won the division. It's
I hope
crazy.
so. I hope it ain't.
Yeah.
It ain't Minnesota fall because that fall was doing a little something.
Nah, he was a gunslinger for sure.
But here's my thing. The only thing I hate about the Jets matchups with us, I hate that both of them at the end of the season.
I like it because honestly, we're gonna be in a rhythm by then. I mean, we should be rolling by that point. Like, I'm not looking at the Dolphins will not fall off this year at the end of the season. We will not collapse. We will be in it for the long haul, and we will win. You know, two of the three last games of the season. I'm calling it right now.
2 of the last 3. What are those?
The Jets is one, right?
The Browns and
the
Houston.
Browns and Houston. Yeah.
2 of the last 3.
2 of the last 3. We got that. 2 of the last 3, dog.
Well,
hey, tough, that boy, I believe that. Believe it.
Are all 3 on the road?
No, it can't be.
Browns are on the road. Maybe I got the last 3 games.
Is Houston at home? I think Houston at home.
I think we got the last 3 games wrong. Let me look it up now. Yeah, that has to. It's one game that we probably putting in there that we shouldn't, and we got to replace it with another team. It's okay. It's coming up now.
Yeah, bro. We're gonna be 49ers is in the last. It's not in the last 3, is it?
I don't think so.
San Fran, Cleveland Jets. Oh, okay.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I'm at San Fran game. That's a dub. That's a dub. Hey, Purdy about to get rocked in Miami. Hey, I love that.
So you got us winning the last 2 out of 3 with San Fran, Cleveland Jets.
Heck yeah.
Cleveland Jets are both on the road.
The Jets are dub. For sure.
In that cold weather.
In that cold weather. It's
January weather.
Dub. Hey, San Fran, dub.
Now that's San Fran one. Listen, I'll argue to the death with anybody. Y'all got to stop with that dub stuff.
What? You think we losing that game?
We can win, but
no.
Who's gonna shut McCaffrey down this season?
We're gonna shut McCaffrey down. That's gonna be the difference. You shut McCaffrey down and make Purdy beat you. Bro, he ain't even gonna have IU, bro. All they gonna have is Debo.
You heard the updated report tonight, right?
What did they say?
That the reason why it hasn't gone through to Pittsburgh is that San Francisco made an offer that's right there, but not quite. So they're still at the table. They haven't submitted the trade because they're still trying to work a deal out with him.
I think he's out the door at this point.
He's gonna stay. I think he's staying now.
I think he's foot out the door. I think once you get to the point where you've requested a trade and you're making deals, it's like I don't even want to be here no more. This ain't for me.
But here's the deal. The team said, give us your list of top 5, and San Francisco was at the top. So he's basically telling them, this is where I want to be, but respect me. Give me my pay, man.
I don't know.
And
bro.
They're close. The last report Rappaport put tonight, they're close. Not quite there, and they might work out the final little details in the last hour.
Hey, just remember I said this. The Miami Dolphins will smack the Niners on December 22nd in Miami. I'll be at the game. Hey, I'm actually celebrating my pop's 70th birthday at the game. So we'll be there in the stadium celebrating and getting the dub.
Remember, this is a unique game. It's like one of the rare times that the Dolphins will have a game at 4:25 at home.
Yeah.
One of the rare times ever, because we always 1 o'clock or night or prime time. It's 4:25.
Couple days before Christmas Eve. Come on, man.
And then you say we're going on the road to Cleveland. Sunday night football. And night too. We ain't just talking about daytime freezing cold in Cleveland. This is nighttime freezing cold in Cleveland. And prime time, December 29th, that's the dub.
TD, you're only as good as your last game. Guess what happened when we played Cleveland the last time we played them? Dub. Come on, bro. Stop playing with us, man.
I'm not going to compare the two teams.
Stop playing with us, man.
It was down. But, hey, listen, you said 2 out of the last 3, and we closed it out on the road versus the Jets.
I think we can win all 3. I think we can win all 3. I think we can win all 3.
If the Dolphins win all 3 of them games, we
Super
win
Bowl.
the Super Bowl.
That we there. We going to do
the San Francisco 49ers.
Yo,
at home,
we there.
On the road and the Jets on the road. Ain't no question. We going to the Super Bowl.
Hey, meet me in NO. Meet me in Cafe Du Monde. I'm gonna be eating beignets and drinking coffee with my pinky up, getting ready for the Super Bowl, baby.
Wild on this, man. That's tough. And the crazy thing, you got Houston on the road before those 3 games. You got the Jets at home.
You get to play the best of the best.
Bay on the road. Listen to me. Them last 6 games, I bet you there ain't a team in the league that got a tougher schedule.
That last 6 game is a gauntlet. That's the playoff gauntlet right there. You win them games, you basically shown that you could go win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but here's the crazy part about it. Here's what I don't like about it. You got Green Bay on the road in November 28th on a Thursday night prime time. Freezing cold in Green Bay at the end of November, by the way. It's already up there.
That'll be a fun one.
Right?
That'll be a fun one.
But not only, how fun will it be knowing that you just played the Patriots on Sunday and you got a short turnaround and got to travel? You like literally, because you know they're going to have Monday off. They're going to practice on Tuesday. They're going to walk through on Wednesday. And this, are they traveling on Thursday morning, business trip in and out? Or are they going to get there?
It's a Thursday night game. You probably get there Wednesday. You get there Wednesday. You practice there Wednesday. Get used to the weather a little bit. Acclimate yourself, right? So it's going to be a short week for real. Monday you off.
Which all I'm saying is bad situation.
No, I mean, honestly, it's not a
week on the road.
It's not
25 degrees.
It's not a bad situation. Hey, it's adversity brings opportunity, man.
Man,
hey, it's just another opportunity to get better. Come on.
11 days later, you're at home versus the Jets. Then you got to go on the road again versus Houston. Then you come back home versus San Francisco. On the road versus the Cleveland Browns on a primetime game, cold as can be. And then week 18 to be determined, bro, with the Jets, which you know that they're going to primetime there, which means it's going to be at night. It's going to be even colder because it's at night in New York, January.
I like it. The Dolphins will be well acclimated to cold weather games by the time the playoffs start. Guarantee we will have already played 4 cold weather games. We will be ready for the cold. Like last year, did we play any cold games last year before we went to Kansas City? I don't think we played no.
Yeah, it was one like a week or 2 before that.
I don't remember. I don't remember us playing no cold games last year.
Well, it ain't gonna be any cold games until Green Bay, freezing cold.
That's crazy, but I really don't remember.
In the Browns, Green Bay and the Browns freezing cold before we go to the Jets.
We're gonna be good. We're gonna be well acclimated.
All right, man. That's
wish it was colder. Where my t-shirt at? Wish it were colder.
Well, see how that worked out for us. We see how that worked out, but it'll be interesting to see how it go down. Let's get into the super chats. Shadow Fox said, had a friend say he was becoming a Chiefs fan when we signed Tua. Fake fan, man. You telling me you suffered QBs like Henny and leaving now?
That's crazy, bro. Hey, bro, a real fake fan. I wouldn't mess with him.
Tua collapses every year. Give me a break. Andy, your quarterback collapses every year.
Andy, go away.
Glenn said, everybody is right. Miami lost 5 games to teams that went to the playoffs. Allen lost to 5 teams that did not make the playoffs. Which record is worse? Good way of looking at it, Glenn. Good way of looking at
it. Glenn with the retrospect.
When Tua slops it up this season, we going viral with the hot Tua. Oh, Lord.
Hydro.
I hope to see Miami fans at the Jets game in Miami because I don't want more Jets fans at the Dolphins game. Richie is pushing Jet fans to have more Jet fans than Finn fans. I know, man. I'll be even telling everybody with the event, come through, man. We got an event on January 8th versus the Jets where we booked the whole terrace where we're going to be hanging out and sitting together. So if y'all want to come to that, go to Roundtable Sports. Check out the link in the description of the video so you can click on it, buy your tickets to the event. It also comes with a Saturday night meet and greet at the Miller Ale House. So y'all come check it out, man. We're going to be out there doing it big, but make sure the Dolphin fans come through because right now the ticket sales have been like 60% Jets, 40% Dolphins. So
come on, Dolphins.
Although they try to take over.
It's probably going to be a lot of Dolphins in the building, though, for
How
sure.
many tickets left? The 25 or something like that left. So we're gonna have 75 people in our area. So it's probably 30 tickets might be left. And they're gonna start going more and more as time goes. But go ahead and get yours before they buy them all. Because a lot of people focus on the Bills Jets game event that we're gonna be doing up there in like week 5 or something.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get your Dolphins Jets tickets ASAP. All right. Link should be in the description of the video. Check it out. Come hang out with us and watch the game together. All right. DD's said, "What's up? Last game of the season. It's for the AFC East division. Let's go Dolphins."
Hey, I don't want that to happen, bro.
Game to be for the division.
Nah, bro. It's gonna be honestly, I wouldn't mind it. That's the Jets. That's a dub. But I think we get it. I think we get the division before that.
We better. Because I'm going to tell you now, the stretch of football where we got to be our very best is week 4 through week 12. That 7-game stretch because of a bye week, right? In that time frame, you got Tennessee and New England, which should be victories. The Colts need to be a victory. The Cardinals need to be a victory. We're on the road to Buffalo. So I'm not going to automatically put that. On the road to the Rams, not going to automatically put. Raiders need to be a victory, and the Patriots need to be a victory. That's 6 wins right there that we have to make sure that
those are winnable. Yeah.
We got to get those wins. Now, the other 8 games, here's the deal. And this is why I say this. You got to get those 6, right? And 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, the other 9 games. Wait, am I missing a game? Let me.
You went through it, right? Or maybe you missed one of the early games.
Yeah. So those other 11 games, right? Those other 11 games. And when you look at them, that's the Jags, Buffalo, Seahawks, Bills again, the Rams, Green Bay Jets, Houston, San Francisco, Browns, and Jets. That's 11 games. Say you go 500 on the upside and go 6-5, then you won 12 games. Even if you go 5-6, you won 11 games. Both will secure you to playoffs. Okay? But you can't go 4-7 in the good games. And trust me, if we went 4-7 in those good games, that'll be an improvement over last year.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But you can't go 4-7 because now you got 10 wins, and now you're begging to be a wild card if it works out that way.
Yeah, and I don't want
to go 3-8.
I want a home playoff game. I mean, that's where we need to be. And I think Mike McDaniel understands that. Like, we can't fold down the stretch. We got to be winning the division, and it's got to come through Miami, man. It's got to come through the crib, straight up. Yeah, straight up.
Sure. Listen, it'll be nice to have a home playoff game.
We need it.
This is gonna be one of the most. This is gonna be one of the most satisfying seasons that I'm ever gonna be a part of. I just hope that we do what we need to do. Somebody said, "Is Kamala black, bro?" I don't know. You got to ask her.
Hey, first of all, Kamala went to the Howard University. I don't care if she's black, Indian, whatever. She went to the illustrious Howard University. Yeah, she went to Howard, man. Tighten up.
I gotta have it. Dolphins. Okay, got it. All right, man. Any last words? Anything you want to bring up that you've been noticing out here?
Nah, man. I think this week is gonna be good. All right, we get some joint practices with the Commanders. We get to see another preseason game. Hey, I think we're gonna see the starters this week. We might see Tua out there.
That's what Tua said. I hope we play.
Yeah. Tua wants to get into that rhythm, get used to it. I think that's important. And I think Mike McDaniel will give him a shot this week. So I think, honestly, I remember preseason last year, we were kind of like Tua didn't get a lot of reps, but he still came out firing week 1. And that's what I expect, playing at home.
I'm hoping that he come out and Jordan Love that thing and go sit down. CJ Stroud it and go sit down. See, them boys came out throwing their touchdowns and went to go sit down.
Yeah, that's what we need to be. He need to get a couple drives, 2 touchdown drives, and be out of there. Yeah. I want to see Tyreek Waddle do a little bit. That'll be cool to get them out there too.
No injuries though. Y'all mad? I'm right, TD. I'm going to tear into you, TD. You wait. September 12th comes knocking. You will eat your words.
Who is his team? Who is Andy's team?
Buffalo, man. I'm trash. Buffalo Bills. Thursday night football.
They ain't got no. Bro, I don't think Buffalo got it this year.
Don't worry. They gonna find out.
Hey, hard head make a soft behind, don't it?
Listen, the Buffalo Bills might win 6-7 games this year, bro.
Oh man,
they don't get it. They gonna boy Bills fans. They gonna be hurt. They ain't gonna show up. They ain't gonna show up to the.
They running high. They running high.
Oh yeah, they definitely running high this year because it's gonna be embarrassing. They're gonna see everything I've been telling them is gonna come to fruition this year. They're not gonna be great at all.
Hey, we cooking Buffalo over here, man. We cooking Buffalo.
Oh man, they know it. They know it. They just like, well, we've made it work the last few years.
They're in denial. And it's okay for you to be in denial right now. But once that season starting, them games start flowing and you start getting punched in the mouth, you start realizing that, man, we ain't got it like we used to. We ain't them dogs no more. We ain't the big dogs. We can't jump off the porch and run with them boys no more.
Oh, they in here. Look at them. TD delusional. You wish, TD. Y'all don't get it. Y'all think that 6 points in preseason was just preseason. Josh Allen played. Listen,
hey,
y'all.
I heard your boy struggle.
Y'all in trouble. I mean, yeah, you can call me a clown all you want. You just make sure you come to that circus this year. Don't hide after week 2.
Hey, we ride buffaloes at the circus.
Man, if Andy wants to go by trends, Miami has won the first 3 games the last 2 years. And guess what? Buffalo was in the first 3 games 2 years ago.
They were. So, we don't look at them first 3 games. We come out the gate swinging on them.
Talvin.
And they said it was too hot. They said it was too hot, TD.
The sun was on our side. And, we couldn't. It's unfair. Oh, my man.
Hey, they call O'Sha on us. O'Sha on us.
That's why they got us on the road in week 2. They like, all right, we gonna look out for Buffalo. No, we at home. Wait. No, we at home.
But it's a night game.
At night.
They spare them. They spare them. Every time. Every time they spare them.
Only thing y'all lucky about with that game is it's a quick turnaround, but y'all got a quick turnaround too.
Who they put
later?
Oh yeah. Who's that first? Who do they play first game?
Week 1. That's a good question.
Who y'all play week 1?
Put it in the chat, Buffalo. Who y'all lose to week 1?
Who y'all lose to?
Yeah, put it in the chat.
Come on.
Our first L.
The baby bison. Come on. Who y'all play? Who y'all play in the first game? People cooking them right now. They're not even messing with it. They don't even want to get in the chat right now. You can get in the chat, Buffalo fans. God.
Oh, but man, if Kyler beat y'all.
Hey, Kyler might run wild.
Y'all winning 5 games this year.
Hey, if Kyler beat them and then they got to come to Miami the next week, Tua gonna cook them boys alive. He gonna burn y'all at the stake. Oh my goodness.
Are they on the road or at home versus the Cardinals?
Oh, bro.
Y'all let me know.
They play the Cardinals. Hey, and they got Marvin Harrison Jr.
receiver that the Bills don't have.
Hey, y'all secondary looking real weak without Poyer too. Well, y'all looking real suspect.
Y'all let me know if it's home for the Bills or on the road for the Bills. They at home. Oh, look at they lucky. It probably still won't matter, but
it won't matter. Kyler gonna be back to his old self. Watch.
I ain't high on Kyler, but if he beat the Bills, boy, I'm gonna love him. Oh yeah. But I can't wait. At least we got those firecrackers to start the season, tune up with the Jags, get them out the way, and then come back Bills Thursday night. It's going to be electric. I can't wait, man. But we're about to get up out of here. Any last words, CB?
Nah, great show. This was fun. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Do us a favor and punch that like button up for us on the way out. Jump in the comments after this. I know I got a bunch of haters always in the comments, but jump in the comments. I need some of my tour supporters, some of my Tuaneers to jump in the comments and get after these Wolfpack haters, man. Let's go, man.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Fans up no matter what. Shout out to the AFC East Roundtable, all the teams in the AFC East. Thank y'all for tuning in. And quick word from our sponsor before we get out of here. BetUS, make sure you follow the link in the description of the video. Again, a 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits up to $2,000, okay? Take advantage of that. And remember, the link is in the description and pinned at the top of
this video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino.
Michael Vick at BetUS.com. Catch an incredible 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits, plus 10% gambler's insurance. BetUS, my online sportsbook and casino.
Roundtable Sports Network brings you NFL divisional debate coverage on a weekly basis from your favorite content creators across YouTube. Featuring the AFC East Roundtable live Monday and Wednesday evenings. The AFC South Roundtable live Tuesdays at 7 p.m. EST. The NFC South Roundtable live Tuesdays at 7 p.m. EST. The NFC West Roundtable live Tuesdays at 9 p.m. EST. The AFC West Roundtable live Tuesdays at 9 p.m. EST. The NFC North Roundtable live Wednesdays at 6 p.m. EST. The AFC North Roundtable live Wednesdays at 6 p.m. EST. The NFC East Roundtable live Thursdays at 6 p.m. EST. Roundtable Sports, real coverage from real fans.